Oh my god, I swear to god, why have we gone live already? I hate OBS. Um, I guess we're live, everybody. Sometimes YouTube decides when I press go live in OBS to immediately go live. Sometimes it doesn't, and in YouTube Studio I have to click like go live right now. Welcome to a very chaotic, perhaps, launch party. It's just me today. Previous times it was me and William, or it was Thomas and William, or whatever. Today that is not going to happen. There is no chat right now. It's going to pop up in a second, surely. I'll just keep an eye on it. But hey, everyone who's here. We have a lot of people waiting for the live stream. Yeah, there are too many names to say individually. But yeah, are you guys ready to launch Kyoto Anomaly? You're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Okay, is chat going to update? It always needs a little bit of time. Congrats on your release. I hope you smash it. I hope so too. I don't know. Okay, it seems like chat just does not wanna participate. Are you for realsies? Let me move. We do not have chat. Why do we not have chat? There should be a chat. Okay, well, maybe it'll pop up at some point. If not, I'm just gonna talk to the void. What are the chances that it earns 1 million? Slim. Because I think we need to remember... Let's pull up Kyoto Anomaly. I think the biggest reason it won't reach 1 million is... Let's look at the... Oh, chat is here. Let's go. Let's look at the pricing. Game's gonna be at $3.99 with a 10% launch discount. The amount of copies you need to sell to make $1 million at that point. Okay, let's pull up the calculator. And let's go for a best case where I don't even give anything to Valve. So do 1 million divided by 4. That's 250k copies. That's a lot. But this is not how much it's going to be. How much is the game going to cost? Gamer655. So here you can see all of the localized pricing for your own country. If you're like, hey, I'm from Poland and this is disgustingly expensive, now would be the time to tell me. But I think overall, we err on the side of slightly underpricing regionally rather than overpricing. We haven't had any crazy issues with like going too expensive. The Brazilian price is 11.79 Brazilian real. How much in shekels? What is a shekel? Is that the Israeli one? Yeah, 14.5. Put 9.99. I'll do it for you, Dylan. How much is this? Let me 10 Brazilian real to euro. Holy shit. My guys, I'm not gonna put 999. That is too little, I feel. Like, it's not much difference, but this is what I mean. Oh, I closed the calculator already. If we want to get to 1 million, at that price, that's like 500,000 Brazilians suddenly that need to buy the game. Even less. Yeah, I think this is the same price we've had for our other games. You could probably be the only game dev YouTuber who has released 5 games. Yeah, but there's more to it then. I don't think looking at purely games released quantity is a perfect thing. If you look at a game like The Cabin Factory, this game is $2.99, so relatively close. This was a big game, 183k copies sold, less than 500,000 gross revenue. I don't think we're gonna cross 500,000 in gross revenue, let alone 1 million. I think this was one of those games, Kyoto Anomaly, that was perfect for where we were at the point of development in our studio. Because we had just come from Overtime Anomaly, there was a very high codebase overlap, so we basically created an asset for our own in terms of making another Anomaly game relatively quickly. And this was a setting that I had the idea for. Also, I don't know if I think it's just my display. That is gonna be a thing as well. The pricing, I think, do I still have the pricing up even? The Indian It's like 200 rupee. It's releasing in 27 minutes. We're gonna release it live, but you know, guys, this is like a girlfriend. Wow, 80 people are watching already. I can't just go live and then on like minute 2 push the release button. We need to warm each other up. We need to get to know each other before we go and immediately smash that release button and talk a bit more about it. So if you want Indian SFW, I just want to talk a bit about the development, some of the things that I've learned, and give you the resounding answer. Should you make Anomaly games, yes or no? I think the answer, how much in shekels? I forgot. The Israeli shekel, 14.5. I don't know how much that is. This is a pretty cool like icon though for like your currency, I've noticed. This was a game, when I say we made a game in 30 days, it's, I would say less. Everyone's like, what is the price? What is the price? The Mina price is $2.49. God damn it. Now I lost my track. Okay, so it's been basically 2 months since we released Overtime Anomaly. So Overtime Anomaly came out the 28th of March. This is coming out the 26th of May, which is 2 months. So you may be like, Marnix, what do you mean 30 days? That's clearly 60 days, right? Ads. Apparently they're combined. The ruble. I'm just gonna go back and forth between these pricings, I feel. I don't know, wait. I think the answer is gonna be 165. We've been pretty generous, I would say. Stonebroke, we're gonna get to the wish list. Don't worry. You need to get the whole story. So 2 months in like raw time, but only less than a month in dev time, because the first few weeks after we released Overtime Anomaly, which is right now on sale still, there's gonna be like a 3-hour overlap, I realized, between this game coming out and all of the Bite Me games. Like, we're doing like a week-long sale at this point as well. Like, all of them are on discount as well. So if you want to pick up a bundle, they're gonna be cheaper anyway as well. Oh, Seamus, have food poisoning. Someone ate the wrong kind of cat. The first, I would say, 2.5, 3 weeks, we worked purely on Overtime Anomaly. You can see it as well, like, we still did a pretty big update as well. The 21st of April, this was the last one where we were still kind of 50-50 on, are we working on Kyoto Anomaly? Are we working on Overtime Anomaly? Are we working on something else? Because this was a two-man team, once again. Same team as Overtime Anomaly, me and William. But William has also been working, not really full-time, on Kyoto Anomaly, because there wasn't that much new code that needed to be written. He also spent a lot of time on working on a bunch of, like, internal tools, I think is the best way to say, where we started compartmentalizing our assets and making reusable parts of code. Like, for example, oh, I need to start up Kyoto Anomaly, but I can give you a really cool example of this. Give me 1 second. Wow, this is this is a very big Unity engine thing. Things like our credits. We now have an internal package to easily manage credits for ourselves and things like that. Almost all of this type of games are $2 in Mina. I'll give you that, because I think Mina is pretty... We'll go for it. $1.99. This is the only price I'm gonna change. Why are these other... Oh no, those are the suggested ones. Please publish them immediately. We've been using Unity version 6000. Yeah, it says 6000.44 F1. The reason for Unity 6 is just it's the latest one. Whenever we start a project, we'll look at what's the latest LTS and then get started in that. So we're now working on 2 new games. Those are currently going to be developed in Unity 6.1 because Unity 6.1 is LTS now, and we go from there basically. Because our projects are also pretty small, we don't do LTS upgrades usually during development, but also the chance is pretty low if you're going to spend like 5 months working on a game that you're going to have to immediately update your engine and all of that. Okay, so some of the things that we did. This is, for example, in Kyoto Anomaly. This is going to be very small. We're not using the built-in localization system. Oh, mute this. Let me change this to English for you guys so you can see or like read what's going on. Let's make this a bit bigger. So we have our credits. I want to disable the stats. It's nothing fancy. It's pretty simple, but we realized, okay, we're going to need games with credits at some point anyway. And yeah, sure, we could probably go to the Unity Asset Store and pick up some credits thing, but we just made like our own version that works with our own localization. So we can have these different blocks. I can have a regular drag and drop interface. And then this ties into our I2 localize, so we can immediately pull out like certain localized terms this way. This is like kind of the stuff we worked on in that period as well. Before we started fully working on Kyoto Anomaly, we had like a rough version of this implemented for Overtime Anomaly. But then William was like, okay, now that we don't have any active projects right now, let's take a moment to go through the old code base, look at some of the things we made, improve upon them, make them standalone packages, and go from there on. Yeah, so this will make game development for future games easier. I think this is a better approach than what you also see, where people make these hyper complicated systems that are like super generic and whatever when working on their first game. We tried doing that originally. Now we're more of the mindset of, okay, we make something, we use it, and it's like not like dirty, but also not like immediately planned on, we're going to use this for the next 10 games. And then once the game is done, you don't have as much pressure anymore for a moment because you're kind of burnt out probably on the project or you need a break. That's the point where we go through the old code base. We look at what did we make that is useful. Can we extract that and put that into like a general asset repo? Guilty as charged, Crovy, yeah. So yeah. Localization for Forge Industry was a big issue because we wrote our own localization system. So that was something that we were like, okay, we're not going to rip this from like Forge Industry. We use I2 localize. It's kind of a one-off habit now. The new Unity asset, like Unity localization, is pretty good and does the same things. Like, for example, here you can link to a Google Doc sheet, Google Drive sheet, whatever. Have your all of your localizations in here, and then we can simply sync it. The Unity built-in localization does the same at this point. This is a very old asset, but we're used to this. It still perfectly fits our need. We've already bought the asset, so it doesn't make as much sense to like immediately go and get rid of this because we have a workflow now with things like, for example, that credits manager that builds upon the I2 localize stack. This is also why when people say like, oh, just move to Godot, bro, this is why we don't want to do that, because we have a better understanding of the engine. We have all of these custom tools and whatever. Did I hear Google Doc Sheet? No, Google Doc Sheet. Yeah. My credit system is just one big package box. That's what we did for Unicycle Pizza Time, for example. But there were some problems with that, I would say. Oh, hi, by the way. No, there's a dude in chat called Hi. I'm still amazed by the 30 days dev time. How many people worked on this? Did you use any asset packs? So yes. I guess the biggest asset pack we used was literally just the code base from Overtime Anomaly, because we had a lot of code written already for anomaly management and all of those things, where now we're just simplifying it, because in Overtime Anomaly, we had like code for like stacking anomalies and all of that, whereas now it was a very simple, there is one anomaly or there are 0 anomalies and that's it. A lot of those things were reused. I can actually pull up some of the magic if you want to see. This is like one of those things that sometimes I wonder, would it be an interesting video where like William talks through our code base or whatever, or like our structure and why we do certain things the way we do it? But it's like, I don't know. So we go to, we have like a game object here with all of our anomalies. I can make this a bit bigger. And then we just have a script basically. I think an easy one. Let me go for some easy ones. This is like a very simple one. Appearance anomaly. This is code that we lifted exactly from Overtime Anomaly, where something appears. You just assign the meshes and it automatically, William wrote some code for it that automatically looks for it. Yeah. Will we ever get a code review for one of your released games? It's like I said, it's a video idea I have. I just don't know yet how we could make it actually entertaining and things like that. What other systems did you factor out for all of your new games? I can I think I can leak this, show this, whatever. Give me a second, because I don't know it all myself. Did we? No. Swiss codes. Yeah. So this is... What do we have? We have an A-star wrapper. We have a custom way to do animations. We have a spatial audio implementation. Yeah, this is just the core. We have credits. These are some things like feel input that we're still kind of figuring out, but are like roadmapped at some point. The query system. So this is the stuff William does, where it automatically finds what like these anomalies. It can query them or something. I don't know. He wrote this. The sequences, this is something that I think is really cool. So what sequences allow you to do is make a very simple, like kind of cutscene thing. I think the best way to do that is to show you once again. Let me look at the regular ending. I guess this is a code review now, where I'm just showcasing some of the code we wrote. So, spoiler alert, this is one of the endings, the regular one, so I don't mind as much. I'm just gonna show you quickly how it looks in-game, and then I'm gonna show you what the code does for it. So, okay, I've completed, and then the goal is, okay, you can still walk around on the street a little bit, and then once you come close enough, it's going to like take over my camera, because there's a collider here, so now I'm not doing anything. There's like, should be a little, oh yeah, I muted the sound, but like some stuff is playing and like the camera is moving and all of that. If I now go out and I open the code for this, I can show you how it looks. I have Poseidon as well. How do we share it? It's just like an NPM package, the way Unity works. So we have our own internal NPM repository, and then we can just add all of that. My writer is booting. Yes. So what the sequence system is basically, we can do like simple sequence and then have a pretty clean way to say like, okay, we log something, then we trigger the achievement, then we disable player movement, then we play sound effects, then the focus camera is the point where it like takes over. Is this like Unreal Sequencer? I have no idea. Maybe. I'm pretty sure this is not like Unity default things. This is something that William wrote himself when he took like, I don't know, he's medicated. Why not use timeline? Because this is like very easy in code to add more stuff as well. We're a programmer for Steam as well. But this was something that we did. So that sequences, then we wrote custom Steam wrappers as well, and then other stuff is still work in progress that at some point we'll do. We're not getting ready for an invite to Thomas Brush. I can tell you that much. So whatever, that's the code. Now, what did I then basically have to do? Oh no, that's... Where's... My cursor is gone. Unity has claimed my cursor. I'm gonna kill Unity. Let me close the window, because this is very annoying. Okay, I have my cursor again. So I can close this. A lot of the code we could reuse. And then if I hop on over to the asset store, there was one main asset that we used, basically. Well, two assets. And that is, if you look up... Once again, I saw the asset, and then I thought about the game. You have this asset, Kyoto LE, which we took and then made our own custom level for it as well. In bed, Thomas Brush interview could be sensational. Depends on if he has chest hair, yes or no. So we use this asset for the environment, and then there's like an asset called Merciless Geisha. I think I can find it. This one. This is from the same artists who made like the Lunch Lady assets and all of that. We used her. The asset has a few issues, but we worked around those. One of the main issues with this asset, actually, I don't know if I can see this on a picture. Maybe. Okay, no, this is not it. I want to see her back. Yes. So this was something we ran into a bit of a problem. She has a tattoo. And I completely missed the fact that, Japanese people generally don't have a tattoo. So some of the influencers who covered our game, who were Japanese, were like very confused of like, this can't be a geisha because she has a tattoo. So I had to go and I had to edit the texture because I was like, oh my god, how could I forget? I'm so stupid. But that was like one thing of like, if you want to be culturally correct, do not use geishas with tattoos. Also, there was like some sub drama about, is this a geisha or is it a maiko? They went very deep on like the clothing choices and whatever. I think for the most part, it is pretty fine as well. So asset-wise, what is it? Like the other one was 140 euros. This is 25 euros. We were off pretty cheap with this game, which does make it a bit better to get some money back from it. Now, the problem. Let's look up Kyoto anomaly. Geisha with tattoo would be a good anomaly. Yeah, I guess I could do things like that. It got some coverage. For example, Beast Boy Shub, who is a very big Indian YouTuber, he had 572,000 views in one of his videos. Well, a Kyoto anomaly one, which you think is an amazing number, right? This gave us like 40 wish lists, I think, not even. Dashi Games as well. This is a channel, 7 million subscribers, 280k wishlist. The day after we got, I think, 50 wishlists or something. The conversion for views to wishlists has never been this bad for any of our games. And kind of surprised me. I think there's a few reasons for that. I mean, we don't need to beat around the bush. I can just show you. I had hoped to get 1,000. Unfortunately, we did not reach the 1,000 mark. Let's just pull up to the last 2 weeks, which is when we started influencer coverage. Let's pull up a little bit further back so we can see the full timeline, actually. Steam page went live end of July. So yeah, Steam page goes live here. Yeah, India doesn't give any conversion in views to wishlist. We've been there. I think indeed there's also some things under Somat. I think viewers prefer watching someone play horror games compared to playing it themselves. I think with some of the content creators that we had covering the game, the problem is also you watch for the content creator and the game they're playing is kind of just a vessel for seeing their personality and whatever. So yeah, wishlist wise, we had our initial store page launch and then it dropped down to a pretty low baseline. We had no marketing here basically. And then we started influencer outreach. And it's like, first video, this was 100k views from a Japanese YouTuber, 29 wishlists, 47 wishlists. I think this was this best day 75 wishlist. This was the Dashi Games day, like the day after Dashi plays. Yeah. Neliox, damn, don't you guys think it would be smart to promote a bit further to get a few case wishlists? I think it's just not possible with this genre. Because how would you get this to more wishlists? Because content creator coverage clearly isn't working, right? Well, the obvious answer would be things like festivals and demos. But if you're making a game like this, where the total gameplay length is like 45 minutes, an hour and a half, turning this game into a demo doesn't make sense, even less so than Overtime Anomaly. And like festivals as well, it's like very limited once again, unless we do the Scream Fest. Russian streamers give a lot. Russian is a very big market for horror. We had one or two Russian streamers actually play the game. I think maybe we can just dive into it. Go to Kyoto Anomaly and then regional sales report. We can take a look at what are the top countries by wish lists. Okay. So Japan is number one by far. This was the goal. Oh yeah, one more thing we did, marketing wise was, am I gonna find it? Yeah, we got once again covered by Automaton. This was part of our launch coverage. This just didn't get nearly as much coverage as when we announced Overtime Anomaly. So both of these games had articles written about them. This one got about 300,000 views, the Overtime Anomaly one. Kyoto Anomaly got only about 50,000 views. And I don't know why. Maybe it was just unlucky. And it was like, I don't know why. But that didn't help. How many content creators did we look into? Oh god, I really hope. Oh, this is risky because I don't want to leak But basically, I think 284 content creators that we reached out to, and 36 of them claimed the key, which I think is a solid conversion rate. But not everyone who claimed the key made a video as well. Severance had nothing to do with Overtime Anomaly. Also because Severance is not big in Japan, and this is a Japanese outlet. So yeah, Japan, United States, Germany, India. So India, definitely, you do see a bit of the... I forgot the guy's name already. China, Korea, Russia. Thailand is okay because we localized to Thailand and like one small-ish video got made with 13,000 views from a Thai content creator. They think Kyoto Anomaly would do better than Overtime Anomaly. No. But I think what Kyoto Anomaly did allow us to do is have that super short development cycle while still putting out a good game. I think if we wouldn't have made Overtime Anomaly, we would have never considered making an Exit 8 like, most likely. Because then the development time would go up 2 or 3 times, basically. Because we still needed to write all of those base systems for anomalies and all of that as well. How many opened your email? I don't know that. How much did localization cost? It cost nothing because we used AI. We've always used AI for all of our games. And so far, never has it been a problem. Kyoto Anomaly, Overtime Anomaly, Unicycle Pizza Time has been localized. My Virtual Friend also got localized. So yeah. Yeah, I don't put like stuff. How is Artifacts of the Condemned coming along? It's cancelled. Surprise! Yeah. No, not Google Translate. Like, I have this very long prompt template now for myself that I can, like, give context about the game, give context about what I want, the, like, character links and whatever. How did he take the cancellation? Well, he's still alive, as you can see. The bad news is he started playing Clair Obscur, so we've lost him now for the next month or something. I do find it funny that he just appears. See, we still have 4 minutes until it's launch time. So yeah, even Thomas. Yeah, that was a turn-based game we're working on, but Gamer, you saw pricing before. You can see pricing in 4 minutes. Right when my class ends. This is another side thing that we noticed. As you may have noticed, we are doing the launch a bit earlier than normally. All of our previous game launches had been at 7 p.m. which is the normal, like 7 p.m. our time. We're doing it now at 4 p.m. so 3 hours earlier. This was something I encountered here. The problem is timing. This was actually something I didn't think about before. This is kind of small to see, but basically in here, it's like, okay, Bite Me Games will be releasing the game on April... Wait, 30th? This is very wrong. I never told them 30th. Here it says... Oh no, this is the... April 30th is when the article was written. On May 27th. If you look at the day, if you look at the time, right now is the 26th. So I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And the reason is because if we launch at 7 p.m. our time, it means it's 2 a.m. in Japan. Which means that for them, this... thing will say also 27, and it just adds a lot of confusion. So I think it would be better to time your game so it's at like around, like, I don't know how much the meta honestly matters of launching your game, but I think definitely you want to look at, okay, what is my biggest country, and make sure that they're not asleep basically when the game releases. Have any said I will cover you on release? No. The Steam page says the voiceover is also translated to Japanese. No, the voices, we're using real voice actors. We don't use AI at all for those. You can't have regional release time. You release for all games or like all places at the same time. Yeah, and it's something that we didn't think about because up until now, we always just released the game at like a convenient for us hour where me and Thomas could sit together or me and William could sit together and do the live stream. The total wishlist amount is 830. But I think it just doesn't really... It's kind of a thing of this was supposed to be a short project. Yeah, 823. We're going to keep it as a short project, and we're going to change our stance on how we're going to make games and market games from the next game, basically. We are not going to make these super short development cycles anymore for a pretty long time, I think, because I am frankly sick of it. I want to do a real marketing thing with a demo, with a next fest, with multiple content creator pushes, be able to do everything basically how it's supposed to be, instead of betting everything on the content creator coverage, which is what we did with Overtime Anomaly, which kind of worked out, and which is what we did with Kyoto Anomaly, which did not work at all. And I'm going to learn from that, and we're going to make bigger games that are going to be more marketable, that are going to be easier to market, and that give me more chances to market. So the plans for the next game? Yeah, we've never announced them outside of Patreon. That's right. Thomas, should we announce them later on? We'll look at that. But otherwise, guys, it's almost 4 p.m. No, I think also we're not going to be doing horror games, Grimtooth. So Grimtooth is like, oh, will the next one be horror too? I think we've tried horror now, and I see why horror is so suggested for beginning game developers. But I don't think horror is a good genre for our studio. It just... We can make alright-ish horror, but we don't have that magic. We've tried it. I think our strength is going to be in other genres, and we're going to be looking at that. So yeah, anyways, guys, it's 4. So you need to know what that means. Game is gonna go live. Set launch discount to 10%. From released, you can download and launch the game. You can set the public store page to now. Okay, guys, are you ready? Release my app. Should we do a countdown, or should we just send it? You guys are gonna pick up the game, right? Please, I need those 10 reviews. Let's release this. Okay, this is anticlimactic. Banzai. Survivors Anomaly. Magical Girl Anomaly. This is gonna be the next one. This is taking a long time. Let's update. Is it out? Is it out? It's out. Okay. Hold your horses, guys. Or no, actually, if you want to go buy it. I need to put the... Because this is something you can only put bundles live once all of the games in the bundle are live. And then I think I need to update the store page so that it actually showcases the bundle. Steam is a mess sometimes. If you want to pick up Kyoto Anomaly, go for it. If you want to get the bundle with Overtime Anomaly as well, wait like 1 minute still. Edit store page. Special settings. And then here should be a way. Pin bundles, Anomaly Hunters, save. Chop chop, I want the bundle. That should be fine. And we should be able to publish to public. Releasing app. Let's go. Is it updated? Oh, I forgot to make a second post. The game is out. Oh well. So be it. Where's the bundle? There's no bundle. Can you guys see the bundle? I feel like it still needs time. I think this was the case last time as well when we did Overtime Anomaly. I'm planning a second bundle that's just like the Bite Me Games Compendium. Oh, you can see it's high. Some people can see it. Some people didn't. Thank you very much, Alex and Brandon. If you want to do us an even better favor, I think giving a review would be even better. Let me actually... And give us a review. Let me pin this. Oh, it did not get sent. Here it is. Let me pin this. I'm a pro live streamer. Bundle system is broken sometimes. I think it just takes time sometimes. Let me open a private window for Kyoto Anomaly. Oh yeah, no. I don't see the bundle. Let's just say asshole. Yeah, I think you need at least like 6 minutes of playtime. But I think it's a good game. It's like, it's a $4 game, even less at the end of the day. But we've done, I think, good stuff. I can see the bundle too. Okay, so I assume that it's live. We did look at Wow, this is also... Hi, everyone, by the way. This is a very popular stream. Some things that we also looked at is like, okay, we looked at games like Exit 8 and Shinkansen Zero, and I do think we kind of pushed a little bit further into expanding the niche. Because that's the thing as well, it's like, do you make... do you just make a clone, basically? Make you Kyoto Anomaly or a whatever anomaly, basically, where it is that concept of making a street and that's it. I think the game will not have a fighting chance at all. I think we still had, and this is kind of you guys holding us accountable, we can't make bad games, because then we get a lot of bad reviews. Not like bad reviews, but like comments. I think we pushed a little bit further in what makes this game good by things like the dual voice acting. It's something that not a lot of anomaly games have. And it's actual real voice acting. By doing things like, oh, Exit 8 has one ending, Shinkansen Zero has 2 endings, fuck it, we do 5 endings. And then we have a bunch of achievements for that. I think we have solid anomalies. I think at the end of the day, it's a solid little game. But we're gonna move on from now. The game is also like... This was the first game where we weren't really pushing any updates a lot anymore. I think I can just open my Git, basically. Why your browser page is 3% zoomed? I have no idea. Oh, I need to mute my WhatsApp, because you guys just heard that. I'm sorry. NSFW ending when? Hey, who says there's no NSFW ending? That was like one thing as well of like... So like the last commit we did was the 21st of May. And this was like very small stuff. Okay, yeah, this was still a bunch of things. But basically, the game has just sat quiet for the last 5 days because we felt like it's done. And we've moved on already, basically. Dutch people in their Git Kraken love? I don't know. It's kind of just, I'm used to Git Kraken. I've been using it for 7 years already. Working on the next anomaly game. So I can hereby confirm that we are not going to be doing another anomaly game. This was something that was up in the air kind of for a while. Of like, do I just literally copy paste? I think I showed this before. Like, do I just copy paste Kyoto Anomaly and then replace it with like an environment like this and make it Kowloon Anomaly or something? I think Mike 10 you suggested it earlier. But it is like, one, I don't think this is a successful genre anymore, even if that cost to make a sequel is so low. And two, like I said, us as the team, me a bit, are kind of a bit burnt out on horror. We realize now, okay, we gave it some shots, but I would be making a game that I don't 100% believe in anymore. I think Kyoto Anomaly, we still did good stuff, but I think it's time to move on. Maybe this is gonna be a pain in the ass later. One thing we considered was making an anomaly NSFW game, like an anomaly suck me game, but we're not gonna be doing that because we're not that desperate or something. I don't know. It's not what we're planning on doing right now anyway either. So we're going to be working on other games. Are you saying we can't do geisha stuff with the geisha in the NSFW? You're gonna make this. Yeah, no more shortcuts, guys. Just follow the meta. I think for the next games, we are definitely going to be following the meta. We're going to be making 1 to 4 player co-op games with demo-led marketing, with all of that. Is the anomaly bundle up? It should be. I don't know why. Oh, I should. That does remind me. I should probably also update the Overtime Anomaly store page so that it shows up in there as well. Would you ever try a roguelike? Not immediately anymore. I think we've tried them before. Yeah, we tried them before, but it hasn't been going great for us. Okay, let's put Anomaly Hunters up. Thank you very much, Steam. And then publish this. Open world survival. We are not trying open world survival ever. I can tell you that much as well. Let's take a look. If I look up at Overtime Anomaly. Okay, this is still the other bundle as well. You think the simulation genre is still hot? Yes, because we're gonna be making a 1 to 4 player co-op simulation game. Yep. So praises son, that's gonna be exactly what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it in typical Bite Me fashion. Thomas, are you here in chat? Or William, are you here in chat? Is anyone from the Bite Me team here in chat? It's not gonna be TSA, unfortunately. I think it's honestly better. Oh, it's just, should we leak the next game? Should we say what William is working on right now? If you want to make an Untitled Goose Game, sure, okay. This is where everyone's gonna hate me. The next game we're gonna be making, honestly, I can just show Steamworks and you can figure it out probably, because the name is very on the nose. It's gonna be a maid cafe simulator game. So 1 to 4 player co-op. I expect the Steam page to go live end of June-ish or something. People are like, oh no. As I said, some of you guys were not interested in it. I think it's gonna be a blast. But hey, that's just me. Cat ears or no? Definitely with cat ears. What is Age of Rot? That's the other one. That one is Thomas's next game going to be? Like Code Monkey's Kitchen Chaos? No, not like Code Monkey's Kitchen Chaos. Like an actual job simulator, first person, supermarket together. My dude Funky Slot, what is this with the switch up? It's like, oh, you should make a simulator game. Is it an idler? What? Is it an idler? No. No, guys. It's like it's a simulator game. Have you guys not been on Steam? Ever. Imagine this. But you run a maid cafe in first person. Will you have an AI capsule? I don't know. It's not a sex thing, Naliox. It's not. I would prefer to get a real artist to make the capsule. My girlfriend supports me. There's just, for some reason, simulator games always have those horrible AI capsules. I'm just gonna look up simulator. Chocolate factory. Like, all of this is like garbage. Let's just look at Playway and like their capsules. Yeah, that's the thing. It has to be AI capsule. I don't know why. So I'll look into it at some point. So it's a market simulator, but you're the pervert shop manager with mates. No, you are the mate. And that's the thing. You run the store with a bunch of your friends who are also mates. Is it me or is it doesn't know what a maid cafe is? It's a Japanese thing where lonely men go to, mainly lonely men. So perfect for the Bite Me audience. And then you get cute girls who serve you drinks and that, yeah. Twist this player is a pervert in the scenario. No. These capsules, honestly, sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, it's like stuff like this. These are like very AI-generated capsules for some reason. Yeah. Factory Life has slop art. Factory Life. Oh my god, this is very AI slop art indeed as well. Horrible in... Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, will we make a good game and will it flop, or do we make like the shitpost game? I think definitely the fact that it's going to be multiplayer, it's going to be a good game. I think that's the thing. Just you guys hold us accountable. You play as the cute girl in the Chessers. That's the whole goal. But there will be a third-person mode, because that's important as well. The turn-based game, so Artifacts at Condemned was the name for that. We showed it on stream a week ago. And it was like, there were a lot of questions, rightfully so. And then we took some of the feedback. Well, Thomas took the feedback, basically. And looked at it. Was like, okay, how do we fix this? Tried a bunch of stuff, but the game was better, but it still wasn't good. Is there an audience for that type of game? I don't know which one you mean. If you're talking about the simulator one, yes, absolutely. Time to wake up. We actually put the final swan song of Artifacts of the Condemned as like the prototype on itch.io. I actually don't know if you can access it. Oh, maybe I should put a capsule art on it. If you want to try it out. But basically, You can try it out and you can see why we canceled the game as well, because it's a game idea, but it's not a game that we as a studio have the chops, have the knowledge, have the skill to actually make good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have we gotten anything yet? I think it's still too... No, we're not gonna make horror. Chessers, what you're describing is like, oh, I like ice cream and I like eating steak or fries or whatever, so let's just put both of them in a blender and it has to be better. So you don't believe in Thomas? Yeah, I don't believe in Thomas. I don't believe Thomas can make hundreds of well-balanced items in a fun-to-play gameplay loop. I think it's just a thing where you need to like do so much time on balancing and tweaking stuff and things like that, and that's just not what the guy can do. I don't think we can see how many sales, because Steamworks updates like once every 30 to 50 minutes, I think. Yeah, no, this is before the launch, because this is 3 p.m. So we're not gonna see that on stream most likely. This is extremely zoomed in now. I think if I go to like discussions, you can see reviews faster. Reviews. No, I think it's just Steam takes some time with it. So yeah. Do I look at this email? Is it gonna be some curator garbage? Yes, it is curator garbage. So this is the shit we have to deal with as well. Let's take a look at this, guys. If you ever get this, don't respond to it. Hello, key recruit. I saw your game and I got interested in it, so I offered to do a review of my game on my Steam curator page. The curator version is limited to 30 days, so please better send the key. This is absolute bullshit. This is honestly extremely stupid. Anytime you get something with like this stuff, what you can just do is eat a bag of dicks. I won't send that. The 30-day limit is a new one? No, it's not a real thing. That's kind of the problem with curators that we saw with overtime. No, oh, god damn it! I have too many games now. What am I doing? You need 10 minutes of playtime to leave a review, if I remember correctly. 6 or 10, one of those. But this is basically how you get your game on... Oh, like a new kind of scam. Yeah, this is like a new excuse to give like FOMO. Hey guys, I'm a very real Steam curator. Can I please get 100 keys? Because that's how you get your game on something like a Kingwin. I think there's nothing for our games right now. If you look up, oh my god, Unicycle Pizza Time. It shouldn't give anything because we don't give out Steam keys. But if you do have like indie games and you send them to curators, it's like one dude who runs like 50 different curators. It's all automated basically. Reviews from free keys do not count for the score. You can actually see that. How do I show this? Let's go for overtime anomaly. There's some examples over there. Oh, what are you doing today? Oh, we are releasing our game and just talking about the development. So, if you go to reviews, here's the thing. So we have Atlas here. He was the voice actor for the game. And he indicated that, hey, he received this for free. But the important thing, how do you see, does a review count for the 10 review mark or however much, is this little star. If it's not counted... Oh, they updated it. So now it explains, yeah, if you get it as a gift... or through a Steam key, then it's not going to count. So if you want to gift your friends the game and then be like, hey, give me a review, don't do that. Because if you gift the game, they will never, like the review will not count. They need to buy it yourself. Yeah, the Inseam playing Overtime Anomaly update, Brandon as well. He was like the final straw that made us go like, oh, fuck it, we'll update it. It was like one thing we thought about before, but that's it. Also, I just noticed this screenshot looks horrible because it's like 1 free one and then 3 negative ones. I promise we have better ones, 53 positive and 7 negative. So yeah. Yeah, Steam key doesn't count. It's the same thing. This is a problem with, for example, if you do Kickstarter. The Kickstarter, you will give a key as well to your backers, most likely, because you don't want them to buy the game again. That's the whole point of Kickstarter. But it also means that the most diehard fans of your game will not be able to give you those reviews on launch day, basically. And this is kind of something... Just finished Kyoto Anomaly, got a regular ending. Now you gotta do more. You gotta fill up the compendium. I'm honestly surprised. I don't know if other developers have this as well. How many people care about achievements and like reaching all achievements and reaching endings? Where, for example, we got a lot of like Steam discussions on like how to get certain achievements and things like that. It actually ended up in me having to write like a spoiler guide to unlock how you get the secret ending so that you can then get the achievement as well. Yeah, you don't give... Most people I know, and including me, don't give a single damn. But we've had a surprising amount of people like joining our Discord, for example, asking questions of like, how do I get this achievement or whatever? For Overtime Anomaly mainly. I think Unicycle Pizza Time, the achievements were kind of ass because it wasn't really reasonable. For Kyoto Anomaly, we have like 13 achievements. The 5 main endings. Yeah, you can get negative reviews if you have a broken achievement. People... Yeah, there are people how to get a certain achievement as well. I have no idea what I'm doing, but this cat is getting plenty of pets. Okay, so there are apparently some people who do like achievement hunting. So we do them. I think there's none that aren't really feasible. Is what I'm gonna say. Especially with Kyoto Anomaly. I have all of them. Because of course I had to make the game. I like how the pet the cat is also very high. So yeah. Oh, Atomic Lighthouse. Sorry if I missed it, but how many wishlists did you get before launch in such a short time? 850. It is not a great number. I've talked about it before. Basically bet everything on content creator outreach and it didn't hit. There were some problems as well. Hi Peter, what's up as well? Yeah, so we have a bunch of endings actually. Yeah. Achievements can be clues to the game. I think that's the thing as well, because I think it also means that, oh, we added something else, for example, in the game. I don't have it open anymore. For example, things like the compendium. We call it a compendium, where you can see how much of all of the anomalies you've seen. I think I can just boot the game up. Give me a second. Oh, Steam needs to start up still. Give me one moment. Waiting. What do you mean waiting for network, my dudes? Yeah, we want to do better marketing, real marketing for all of our future games. Because I kind of got sick of it. Don't care about getting achievements, but they can provide interesting information. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, Kyoto Anomaly is downloading an update. What if someone gives a bad review and refund the game? That sucks. But you can see that. There's like a little thing up top that says like game refunded. Let me first show what I mean with the compendium if my game wants to boot up. Oh, even demos have achievements? That is some dedication already. Okay, let me switch to my other screen. So we have things like this. Okay, this is pretty full, but like you can see every single anomaly and then which ones you have seen, which ones you don't have seen, which once again I think makes people more incentivized because yeah, like Mike realized, like if you get a good run, you can complete the game first try, get a regular ending. But because there are 5 endings and you can see in your face, like there's a lot of anomalies you can get in total. I saw this with streamers as well who do like this. I don't want to leak any emails. Give me a second. Because I got like an email from like a Japanese content creator once. And he sent it like 5 in the morning his time of like, I got every single anomaly and I like the game a lot. I got all endings, all anomalies. The man spot finding when he tries to leave the shrine. There's no man in the shrine? Huh? There shouldn't be a way to leave the shrine. I'm not sure what you mean, Brandon. Followed me in there. Oh, the man! Yeah, that sounds like a William thing to solve. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll send him a message or something. Stalker seems to have weird spot finding. Trying to get out of shrine. That's the benefit of not being the game programmer. I just send him a message, and I have done my part. I feel like I'm not gonna find the... Oh, here. Yeah. This is gonna be Google translated, but you'll get the gist. Let me block out the guy's email address just in case. But like, these are emails that we didn't get. Yeah, you can't see what I'm looking at right now. That we didn't get this style of emails at all with overtime anomaly. I think that was a big change. A lot of people, this is translated from Japanese, that's why the font looks like kind of weird. A lot more people replied to our emails and were like, hey, this looks interesting, I'm gonna check it out, and then did check it out, yes or no, whatever. That also, wow, this is horrible. It didn't look this bad. You can probably figure out the email address if you want. So be it. And getting stuff like this, it is pretty nice. And that also made me feel like, okay, this game has a fighting chance. Content creators are responding to me that they liked it, whereas we didn't get that with Overtime Anomaly, basically. But unfortunately, it didn't seem to have had a terrible amount of impact. Have we gotten the bundle to show up yet? No. Are you for real? Is it like some cash thing? Can you guys see the bundle? Starting to doubt myself now. Did I mess up the bundle? Should be pinned. Oh well. Yeah, it's very weird. Some people can see it and some people can't. Yeah, it'll show up at some point. What do I think of Keymailer? I think Keymailer is garbage, and they keep sending me emails, even though I keep like I keep getting emails like this of like, oh, you got your 25 on the free whatever, and I don't want any of this. Honestly, they just send me so many emails, and I hate it. Keymailer is garbage. I'm just gonna say it. Because the content creators you get on Keymailer... Let me see if I can log in. Does it remember my credentials? No, it doesn't. Give me a second. It's all spam. It's all people who are going to resell your keys. Fake accounts and whatever. I think if you're an indie of our size where content creator coverage does matter and you don't want to get all of your stuff like sold basically or whatever, like your keys, do not use Keymailer. I really don't like it. They have never... ever has a good content creator like try to reach out to us or whatever. True Keymailer. Verify I am human. Success. Oh my god, I need to do a verification code. It'll appear in a second anyway. Yeah, if you pay them a good chunk of money, maybe, but there's so many bad ones, I would say as well. Like, just do the content creator outreach yourself if you're at that scale, where you're pretty small still. Have we gotten any reviews to pop up yet? The answer is still no. Sad life. Oh, the circle of money continues. We give you money, now you give us money. Just finished the main ending center review. Isn't showing up yet. Yeah. It takes time. Aha, I got my keymailer code. Okay, let's take a look. Oh no, please don't hack me. Log in. Because I honestly don't look at this. So it auto creates them for us. That's also why it like happens. And it's like, what? Why? Our game does not have a good fit. Okay, Serots. Wait, can I order sort by estimated views? Committed. Okay, so the best one we got is Serots. Okay, this looks like a real one. Does this look like a real one? We go to something called Sully-No. And then we'll look for Serots. And then we can take a look. So, out of sight, dark descent, okay. They do seem to be real. They play anomaly games, 10 bells. Okay, so this may be one real one. Yeah, he plays a lot of horror games. Has to be probably the first real one I've seen. But a lot of these are also, like, these are sorted by biggest one. It's like, oh, we can commit you 500 views. And it's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. The flip poster not being an anomaly itself really got me. It is an anomaly. It's just, the flipped poster, John, it's like this weird one where you have to imagine it as, instead of the poster, you have like two knights, and one of them always lies and one of them always says the truth. And then you have like one question to know which way you should go, basically. Bundle visibility, English version, Steam, no. Russian and Japanese, yes. Really? That's odd. I guess the bundle will show up at some point. So if I change this to... Maybe it's because of like the other versions are cached? I don't know. But yeah, it shows up here. So that's a good thing. We have 850 wishlists right now, which is not... Stonebroke, you want to get more. If you're not making a tiny scoped game, then you should get more. Yeah. We've had better... Like, overtime anomaly or like 1.2k upon launch. My virtual friend, we were at like 1,500. I think almost 2,000 wish lists. And the game just crashed. Oh god. Are you for realsies? Third part. Give me a second. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Seamus and his bug. Give me a second. I just want to validate, Seamus, that this is going to be your PC. Because I can see everything of you. Mind the Clown. Oh, I've seen Mind the Clown. It was on our thing before. Are you using an RDX 2060 Super, Seamus? Is this you? Oh, William, we've seen this bindings error before. I don't know why. This is like some random Unity thing that just dies. Because this happened, yeah, earlier this year, not this year, earlier this week as well. Took out the whole machine, Jesus Christ. That is an anomaly. Why not make a boomer shooter sim? Like manage all the weapons, ammo, and power-ups for an auto-playing soldier to use in the arena. Oh, like a simulator for the boomer shooter. So not the boomer shooter game itself. Huh. But then, I don't know if you're appealing the boomer shooter audience. It's a laptop. Okay, so this is not you then, I guess. Wait, can I look at the individual version? Yeah, this is the one. Because this is... Your error didn't get sent, I guess. Because otherwise it would show up here. Do Unity Analytics, guys, if you're a Unity developer. This is so nice. To just every time an error occurs, you just get a notification for it. Apparently, it didn't happen 9 minutes ago. Yeah, if it hard crashed. But null reference is not... Oh, is this a button click? Ah, okay, I see. This is why William is a programmer, and I'm not. I'm just a pretty face who sells the game. It's an NVIDIA, but can't see the specs. Yeah, but you're not gonna run a desktop CPU. I can tell you that much. Have you guys ever sat down and talked about what sort of studio you want to become? We have. What sort of studio, what sort of games would you want to be known for instead of just trying what will sell a bit right now? Yeah, we actually reached those errors. I think we're going more and more. The goal for me, honestly, is not to get a big ass studio and make the next Sifu or whatever. I just want to make games with my friends. Is that so much to ask for? I just want to have a comfortable life, me, Thomas, and William, and make games, have them be successful, and yeah, I just want to make fun games. That's what I've been realizing now as well, where like, I don't want to manage a game dev studio. I just want to make game with my friends, more in the style of, like a sock pop. And I feel like we're going more and more into kind of a mini collective instead of a dedicated studio, where Bite Me Games at the end of the day is 2 studios. You have the William Game Studio and you have the Thomas Game Studio. And then I am like the overarching accountant. I do the marketing kind of stuff overarchingly. There's a big streamer now trying to understand if Kyoto Anomalies is AI or voice acted. It's voice acted. It's in the credits as well. Is the big streamer live right now? And why does my coverage bot... I swear to God. Coverage bot has been acting up, and I don't really want to suggest it anymore because it's miserable lately. Yeah, it's fine, Tim S. But no, it's real. It's real. Have you moved to Japan yet? No! My plane is leaving in 12 hours. Which is also, once again, why we're launching this game today. What's your ultimate indie dev goal if not having a prosperous... If not having a prosperous business? Retire and live in the countryside? Oh, Gab Smolders is right now? She's pretty big. How am I gonna find her? Gab Smolders. Not gonna do everything. Oh my God, I hate this. I'm gonna leave Belgium indeed. She's not playing anything. Did she already give up on the game? Sad life, if I can see it. Oh my God, how many ads is she gonna keep running? Is this how you guys feel? I don't like Twitch. But yeah. Did she? Oh, she doesn't have VODs. Like, you can't go back. Oh well. Say hi quickly. What should I say? Guys, help me. I can't talk to girls. What should I say? I missed like what was going on before here as well. Hi. This is... I am fumbling this bag, guys. This is horrible. She looks nice. This is horrible. Kyoto Anomaly Dev here. Smile. The voice actors are real people. Maybe unmute. Am I gonna become a React channel? I feel like no. This is way too much text.
You want to find a...
Thanks for playing our new game. I don't know. Did you play this? I got no notification or anything. Yeah. We fumbled the bag, guys. Too bad. Too bad. Oh, she is looking for a game. I see. I have no idea, guys. What should I do? Nice dog. There is no way not all of you guys are single. Some people noticed me. How many of the people are like people who are in both chats right now as well?
Needed more shelf space.
So yeah.
So I moved.
I don't know. Is there a... Oh, there's a poll. No, this is something else. Well, we're not gonna do any of... We're not any of these games. Such is life. I didn't know she played Overtime Anomaly as well. We've sent her keys. I've sent her keys for all of our horror games as well. So yeah. Anyways, we'll take a look at that. Or no, take a look at that. Dang, we fumbled the bag, guys. We didn't get the girl. Yeah, I said I'm the dev of Kyoto Nolly, but I'm not just gonna watch her 32-year-old single game dev representing. I can tell you why. Did we get any reviews popping in yet? Oh, we're getting the reviews. We have 2 reviews. Thank you very much, Mike and Rocket Ship Rodeo. Anyways, you're sending e-girls keys? Yeah, of course. Time to triple text. We're not doing that. New anomaly, unfumbled back. Thank you everyone who has been posting reviews, because I don't think it's gonna come from Gab Smolders, unfortunately. But hey, I didn't know that she... Because I sent her Overtime Anomaly as well, but she never covered it. Apparently she kind of did. I don't know. We definitely fumbled this one. I can tell you that much. You have the perfect opportunity. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna be that creepy developer. Gap Smolder. Oh my god, what Gap Smolders? Just send us $10 or something. Nah. Like, what are we... I'm also not going to be able to listen to this. Send her a photo of yourself. Ah, yes, I'm sure she will appreciate that one. Yeah, I don't know where to go. Hype, let's play game, thank you. William, you're single as well, aren't you? I mean, unless you have something to confess to me right now. Yeah. Hi, I'm Marnix, and I am the developer of Bite Me Games. Yeah. I'm married to the game dev life. Hi, creepy dev. I sent you my game, please respond. Let's tune in again.
It's next week? I can't believe that's next week. I wonder if it's gonna go well. I have a pre-order, but I don't know if it's gonna arrive on time.
She's just chilling, boys. We're chilling as well. We've sent... I don't think we've sent the game to Asmongold. I've definitely sent the game to a lot of weird ones. But yeah. Hey, my wife passed away. I'm the dev of Kyoto Anomaly. Please play. Did you try that? We have sent to Forsen as well, guys. I think you don't understand how many content creators 218 is. It's really not that... I can pull up probably, like... Yeah. Oh no, what? I didn't send the email to Forsen. Only for Overtime Anomaly. Holy shit, I fucked up. Oh well, I can send that later still. But yeah. I'm gonna become a reactor. My house passed away. I sold my wife. Please play my game. Someone ratted you out. The problem is, guys, how do you read this chat? If I was a big streamer, we could raid her, but I'm not.
Not working. It's lit up. Hello.
I think you read only the sub chats, like the ones from her who are subbed. I don't know. Yeah, takes too fast. Okay. Please play with my child. There is pussy in the game. Please play with pussy. You can bet the pussy. Nothing can go wrong, guys. Nothing can go wrong. William Glock, drop some lines. Yeah. Why? What? We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Don't they have mods that highlight? I think they only have mods that like just nuke like bad comments, I think. But guys, let's not start the Asmongold drama as well. I don't want to go into this entire thing. I just want to talk about game dev, and I don't think getting distracted by this is right now going to be the move to do. So yeah. But anyways, coverage bot. I know coverage bot doesn't pick this up because she didn't link it. Never mind. Enjoy your bedtime, Peter. Have a good day tomorrow as well. I don't understand why there's a stereotype about game devs being awkward and uncool. You clearly have not gone to a game developer conference. Oh man. Sometimes, you know, when I was working my old job, it's like a sales job, basically, was what it became. So everyone is like hella extroverted, super wow, everything is amazing. And I'm like the shy little introvert in the corner. When I go to a Gamescom or a DevCom, I am that like sales guy who's like hyper energetic and happy and everything. And every game dev I talk to is just like shy and like is scared to like look me in the eyes and all of that. I used to think I was socially awkward before I met more indie game devs. Unfortunately, that's true. Because yeah, I feel like I do enjoy going to those conferences and things like that, but also because at that point, you know, one, I am among my people, and two, like, I'm never gonna fumble as hard as the other person speaking, basically. Yeah, a lot of indie devs don't even show face, just an avatar or something like that. A lot of indie devs don't even go outside. You have to remember, the people who go to a Gamescom or a DevCom are the ones that are already brave enough to begin with to venture out to those places. Once they watch Bite Me, no, there's a lot of awkward Bite Me viewers. I'm not gonna call them out, but definitely I've had my fair share of awkward interactions as well. I literally leave the house so rarely, it's a special event. I'm not that bad, luckily. Yeah. Yeah, the average game developer would die instantly at the shirtless dodo incentive. I think there's some questionable stuff we do as well. Go to a hentai game expo? Do they exist? Because, like, if there's one near where I'm gonna be, I probably would want to go there. Just for shits and giggles. I go to the gym 5 times a week. Hentai game expo. That's some Patreon content. Oh, it would be banger Patreon content. But I don't think there's any specific... there's, like, specific ones. There is still a collab coming at some point with DL Site, which is a hentai game publisher. They're down. I've got their contact details. I just need to go to Tokyo once again and then send them like a bunch of emails a month in advance so they can prepare for it. But I want to make that video where I talk about how to make hentai games with like a publisher of them. Yeah, there is an online hentai expo. That's right. I looked at it once before. for research. Yeah, it needs. Cinti does not have NSFW assets, unfortunately. Is this bundle gonna show up? No, it's not. Can I, like, force refresh? What is it? Shift F5 or something? No, not Shift F and F5. Oh well. They've replied to me about your game and said they saw Kyoto Anomaly trailer, but not today. Control Shift R. This is Firefox though. Oh, it works. Nah, it's still somehow cached somewhere. Are we gonna update the reviews? A few discussions. Reviews. Okay, we got more. Thank you very much, the DLN as well. We're still Bite Me. Yeah, Nixon, I understand the gap smolders. I figured as much as well. But yeah, for now we are still Bite Me games. If our next games where we do the full marketing pipeline, both of them also are downers, then maybe Suck Me games is one step closer. But we're not doing tentacle inverse kinematics anytime soon. Have sales updated? Yeah, we've got a decent spike. Thank you very much, everyone. We're getting closer. I think I talked about this on a previous stream. Total cost to recoup this game. Oh, I think I actually have it in my notepad open still. Do I? No, I don't. Oh well. If we want to go break even on what we spent on this, we have 160, which is 180 USD. I'm gonna use everything USD. 180 USD in assets, 300 in voice acting. Did we spend money on anything else? The capsule we made ourselves. We didn't buy any other assets. Okay, so 480 bucks in total. I think the Nihonjin will be contributing as well. They should still be awake, the gamers as well. The Steam credit indeed, John, that's 100. But the thing is, once we get $100, $1,000, we're gonna get the Steam credit back. So I kind of don't feel like including it makes a lot of sense. Or I guess, yeah, if we're going to end up at only 700 lifetime, if this is without work hours, Chessers. We calculated it before. If we look at how much we pay ourselves, it's about $2,400 in work hours. That's gonna be a bigger one to get back, I guess. Yeah. Also, Brandon, the red dots on the map are indeed potential spawn locations for the coins. You hit it right on the nail. Right? You hit the nail right on the head? Yeah, that, whatever. So I think we should be able to get break even, because this is one, our similarly priced shitpost of a game. My virtual friend still grossed $1,000. This game has gone past break even at this point. Which is, you know, you guys hate this game, and I can understand why. It is very much a left field thing that we made. We just need to be patient enough and have a long enough timeline, and things will happen. Same thing with not Kyoto Anomaly. Overtime Anomaly has gone up like a solid number in the last week as well. 300% because of doing discounts, doing sales. So we just need to go long enough for Kyoto Anomaly and Overtime Anomaly. The question there, for example, let's do the Screamfest register. No, I actually already registered. I'm going to do something that you should do as well when your game releases. And Steam doesn't like me doing this, I think, but I'm going to do it anyway. You should plan discounts. Don't forget it. Do it the moment you can. And you can only do this once the game is out. So now, I can join the summer sale. I thought I wasn't going to be able to join it. We just enter discounts, start at 20%. Always discount your game at 20% and discount it as often as you can. I'm going to link it together now with the rest of our game releases. But the discounts is where you sell a lot of your games. And we generally do like 20%, 20%, 25%, and then work our way up very slowly. Okay, I can't register for this yet because Steam hasn't approved it. Confidential, all caps. Shh. We have a 10% release discount as well. We don't spam Reddit with fake posts either. And let's say 25% here as well. This is a kind of thing you just set it and forget it. And just let the money come in. You can see here launch discount 1 out of 5. It is included as well. I think game. I think it's like game dev tools. This is the guy. I saw him he's the developer who made steamcapsule.com, which is a good site. I have to say this. This is a site I recommended before. But it's it's kind of cringe. If you go to his post, it's copy paste. Oh my god, one of my favorite capsule artists to r/done. This post was removed. This post was removed. Oh, the game dev one also got deleted after a while. And this is what I don't want to do this. I think, yeah, that post was cringe. I just think it's kind of awkward to just repost that exact same thing on all of these subs, because other people are gonna look at you as well. Because he had some good points, and the site he made is genuinely good as well. I think in terms of how do you do a good Steam capsule? What should you do? What should you not do? Does you or anyone on stream know how to do a render texture with a Cinemachine camera? A Code Monkey probably has a thing like that. It's not even a good return on investment on the time. I think there is. You kind of just. The people who I know have gotten good success with Reddit have done this. You just need to slip through the grubby Redditor moderator's fingers a few times, and then you're good. But it's just I don't know. And then I went to do this whole thing where he started making a website. That's how he started. As a micro SaaS, wanting to make money from it. And then it didn't go anywhere. It's a fun rabbit hole sometimes to look at things as well. Would it be hard to port to Apple Silicon/Mac? I don't think so. The problem is the validation. We don't have the validation means. And I think we can see this actually. If we go to financial info, wish lists for Kyoto Anomaly. We have 2 Mac wishlists and 1 on Linux, but the game's gonna probably run on Proton because the game runs perfectly fine on Steam Deck. This is not worth the extra development time and the $100 a year signing certificate. So it's because Forge Industry, we actually ported to Mac. But there are a bunch of weird things that Unity does sometimes with window scaling or cursors and things like that are very hard to spot. They're very out of left field bugs, and solving those is kind of a challenge as well. And because we have no Mac native devices basically, and we don't have the signing cert, it just doesn't make sense to put the time and investment in it to have 2 wish lists at the end of the day. And it's just more. Oh, I guess the updates, the wishlist from yesterday came in still as well. Yesterday we got 48 Kyoto Anomaly wishlists. So total we kind of launched with was 869. Not really nice. Wish that Steam would update the reviews faster. Discussions. Are we still at 3? Oh no, we got 4 now. Thank you very much. Who has done it so far? Would porting any of your existing games from a mobile model be worth it? I don't think so. I think also most of our games are 3D and pretty resource intensive, or at least compared to having to do it on a phone. If we were making I think a game like what Orange Pixel released a few days ago, Regulators. This could be something that, yeah, you could maybe port to a platform like mobile, because this is a more mobile-friendly thing performance-wise. But getting an Overtime Anomaly running with all of the lighting or getting a Kyoto anomaly running, it's not an easy thing I want to deal with. Are we in the new and trending? And oof, that was dangerous. Unfortunately, we are not. Oh, Snacko came out. Wow, this is expensive. But it was in early access, right? This is just the... Yeah, this was just the full release date, indeed. You can now send the cat to the mines. For a macOS release on Steam? No, because you still need to sign it, I think. Is the roguelite... Other kinders, is the roguelite genre oversaturated these days? I don't think so. I think roguelite is so big of a genre at the end of the day. You can turn anything into a roguelite. Did you guys see the Mark Brown game makers? He released another... He made a roguelite Scrabble game. He kind of just dropped it out of nowhere. Upcoming release. Huh. Did he not link it? Or Datro? No, this was not his. This was his competition. Wordplay. This was the GMTK one. Game Maker's Toolkit. That is... Oh, Mark. You released without a trailer? You made a 40-minute video about your game, but you couldn't put together a trailer. Which is basically like a roguelike Scrabble game. Yeah, Wordplay indeed. And I think that's like the... Also, Mark, you're probably not watching this, but make your GIFs 600 pixels wide, please. So it takes up the full space. Or I guess, did he do this on purpose? This is a weird thing. I don't know. Did you see Blackthorn Prot's new game? I did not. If I'm honest, I don't really look at Blackthorn Prot at all. I'm not like... Marnix, are you making a made game? Technically, William is. Blackthorn Prots. Did he make a game? Has he actually used skill instead of just repackaging other YouTubers' content? Yeah. I don't know what the Blackthorn Prot game is. Are they on itch? Do they only have itch? Blackthorn Prot, the game. The Lightning Struck Orphan. The Lightning Struck Orphan. Oh, it's out even. Is this recent? Oh, this is recent. Oof. Oof. Riches / Patchwork meets Slade Aspire. Let's make some drama. Turn your passion into profit. The Lightning Struck Orphan. Profit. Dude made $4. How? How much is he charging again? Oh, just $700 US. Or 3 monthly payments of 200. How can you have... I mean, the... Oh, 2 devs make a game without communication. This is their game devlog, I guess. So they uploaded this 18 hours ago. But it was released May 22nd. Why do you market your game 4 days after it's already out? This is just... It's just bad. 2.2k wishlists though. So this is miserable conversion. I thought this was gonna be the game they made, but yeah, this is like with Cody or Advanced 9 and things like that. So that's not it. Awkward moment where you make more money from AdSense than sales. Yeah, clearly. let alone their courses. For for only $700 Rocket Ship Rodeo, I can teach you how to make $5. Includes 1 Steam achievement. And it's like all of these things of like no localization and all of that. It's just, it sucks to see, I guess. Sell 200 copies or 1 course. Lose 90. Oh yeah, you had the Steam fee. Good thing I'm like, I'm never gonna collaborate with them, so I don't have to care about this. Like, they have this very unique art style. I just don't know. Okay, no, the cards definitely, this UI feels very rough. The art is unique. And I think the art used to work better a while ago. At least Crop Evolution has 10 reviews. Yeah, at least Crop Evolution also got more reviews in like 4 days. This one is at 0? Or is it maybe like... Oh, they got 1, but this one doesn't count for some. No, it does count. I don't know why it's not shown then. Oh, probably because it's not in an English native language. Like, this is English, but... Yeah. Hey, Jameson, thanks for the words of encouragement, kindness, whatever. Thank you very much. That one face looks a bit too low. So they have 1 review, which means 1 person bought this game at least. Bug reports. Yeah. Delay. Can't get game. Nobody can. Nobody has responded about it. Game was 23rd of May. What did they do with the launch? Oh, it used to be scheduled for the 15th as well. This is a generation. Yeah, the Snecko game looks good, but the Snecko game is just a good game that has been in development for a long time. Hey, Vankel, how's it going as well? Yeah. Oh, here, look at that. It's the game by Bite Me Games that I heard all about. I'm gonna kill a bunch of my tabs because, my god, I have way too many. Way too many. Turn your passion into profit. I can't always wait in 30 days. Yeah, like a little bit, like 30 actual working days. It's been 2 months since Overtime Anomaly launched, but we haven't been spending all the time on Overtime, Kyoto Anomaly and things like that. Yeah. Brandon, I think the companion, that's a nice touch for an only game. Yeah, it's the thing. We try to improve upon the genre, not just clone it. I think also another thing we added is like if you get it wrong, the anomaly, like there was an anomaly but you thought there was none, you get like a subtle little hint of like what the anomaly was kind of that you missed and things like that. What are the credentials? The Holy Trinity. Irresistible eye-popping games. I don't know if this is eye-popping. Code whatever you can imagine. Build an audience and market your game. You need to learn how to build a following and make money. Absolutely. Thousands of dollar made on Steam. I feel like we can do 10,000s of dollar made on Steam at least. Yeah. Why not Hipster Doofus? Because the game doesn't fit a demo. And yeah. Yeah, I think Thomas Brush still has good games. That's why I still like Thomas Brush in a way. Because the games he makes are good. Like Twisted Tower and things like that before. They can't blame the guy on that. Unity Certified Insider. This is us as well. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Dream. Thousands of dollars. Thousands of cents. Yeah. Thomas' latest game, I think Twisted Tower is okay. Although he seems to kind of be changing his mind, and then like, you know, he went solo, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna change this and whatever. I think for a game dev YouTuber, Thomas Brush like does know what he's doing. Ben in chat is like, oh, it's weird. Steam takes less money if you make over 10 million and then down to 20% for 50 million. There's a reason for that. Steam royalty cut. Let me see if I can pull this up. Steam Wars. Can I get the official one? Thank you very much. 20%. Am I gonna find it? Additional revenue share. Here. No. This is not it. Basically, Ben, you're right. If you make over $10 million, it's 25%. If you make over $50 million, it's 20%. The reason for that is not indie games. If you've been a gamer in like the last 10 years, you've seen this trend where a lot of games like Battlefield 4, for example, I'm just pulling up the example because that's the game I played the most, go through things like the EA launcher. Why? Because EA, if you're selling like millions of dollars worth of stuff, like for example, Doom: The Dark Ages, 25 million right now, it's gonna go up higher more, or let's say, what's another like Ubisoft game? Starfield. Let's say Starfield. This is a Ubisoft game, right? They have that horrible... Oh, Bethesda, yeah, never mind. They have that horrible custom launcher, or used to have that. They made 184 million of this. By making their own launcher, it's cheaper usually than paying Steam 30% of the cut. And that reduced rate going to 25 or 20% is kind of Steam getting a middle ground with these big EAs and Ubisofts and Bethesdas and whatever, of like, hey, come to Steam, give us the user base, we'll give you some more money. It's not focused on indies at all. It's purely focused at the AAA games, at your war zones, at your Call of Duties and whatever. Give me like a recent one. Do they have like a modern Black Ops Cold War or something? No. Cold War. This is a more recent one. Like, how much did they sell? Oh, only 20 million. They still had a custom launcher here, I think. And they kind of took it back to Steam at this point. Ex-UbiDev. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Downfolk. I think it did pretty good. They had a good publisher as well. Astrological, yeah. Huh. Probably he got this back for a while, but he definitely needs to make more games. But I don't think this is a bad launch at all. These two brothers really seem like the Tate brothers of game dev, except the Tate brothers at least have muscles and like cool pictures of them like posting. But what color is your your Bugatti whilst Tournée dans la Vida plays? I don't understand why big devs didn't band together to make their own Steam, because then it's like a money thing. You know, Activision is miserable and things like that. Tell us something interesting / info about your game Kyoto Anomaly. Was there an inspiration for the setting? What's the temple featured? The temple featured is Hokanji, which is a real temple. It is this exact temple. So I have been here. I think I have pictures of me here. Let me show you if I can find it in my Google Images. So it's a real thing. It's based on the Gion district. It's like the roads, basically, which is like the old school district of this. I've been here a bunch of times. I think I can just look up Kyoto in Google Photos, and then I should get there. I don't want to dox my girlfriend though, because she's on a lot of the pictures. Let me see if I can find the OG source. The answer is a no, I think. Do I really not have any pictures? Oh, you want to see a really awkward picture of me? Guys, don't make fun of me, please. I am horrible at posing. It was raining so bad. This is me in front of Hokanji. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. But yeah, I've been here myself. This game is weird, man. In a good way or a bad way, Brandon? I hope in a good way? I'm not sure. Yeah, you've been there too, William, of course. Oh no, I didn't bring you. I was about to say I brought you there. Yeah. So many people. Yeah, it's always very busy. I have so many pictures from Kyoto. So basically, that's the inspiration. I think it's a cool setting. I like the location. I have an understanding of it, so yeah. Wait, so does Steam not take 30% if you have a custom launcher? Yeah, because you're not using Steam. And you're not getting Steam keys. You get the EA Play keys or the Ubisoft keys or whatever, Vankil. That's kind of what Epic Game Store also tried to do. They were like, oh, 0% or whatever much percent, 5%, to try and lure more developers. But Steam just has the traffic, and a lot of people kind of just prefer Steam. It's the same as a platform. I don't know how many people understand. It's like Patreon or Ko-fi. Both of them offer monthly subscriptions to support your favorite creators, like Bite Me Games. But so many more people are familiar with Patreon and has that name recognition, that name brand recognition, that is like, why would I go for Ko-fi when Patreon is like, they're more accustomed to it, which gives them a better like chance, basically. Epic doesn't allow NSFW? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, but we have an Epic Game Store credit still. I tried setting up a Stone page. It's just like, it's not worth it. It's just pain and misery, and it's like, for what? Nobody to buy the game? I think what is honestly better then is like selling your game on something like an itch.io. And this is not a lot of money, but we did it for My Virtual Friend. No, not the widget. Analytics. So you can buy My Virtual Friend as well. It's gotten 6 payments, which is honestly more than I expected, because this was kind of just the point of this page was originally kind of as an extra place for the demo, because we had like all of these early builds on it and things like that. And I was like, fuck it, I'll chuck the full game on it and put a price tag on it. And people have bought it. Not a lot of people, but I'm pretty sure more people than would have bought it on the Epic Game Store. So yeah, thanks as well, Volcanic, with the thing as well. Do we have an update on the reviews? I just hope we don't get any negative reviews. No, it doesn't update. Too bad. More people. Yeah, I think we definitely have more. If you buy on Steam and have a custom launcher, the money still goes to Steam first. No, yes, indeed. Then you get to the thing of like DRM enforcement and things like that as well. That comes into play, like the Rockstar. Yeah, I don't know the full thing, but yeah, sometimes they still have to do it. Sub the studios in chat. Yo, love your videos, man. Just wanted to ask something YouTube game dev related. How many videos did it take until you started getting paid? No pressure, just wanted to gauge how long it will take me. I have bad news for you, my friend. It took me 15 months and like 120 videos. No, not 120, but like around 100 videos, I would say. Yeah. Adrian KS, are you guys still providing updates / support for all those previously released games because they're starting to stack up? Yeah, we do, but there's not much. In general, we kind of, what we do is the month after a game releases, we still are like all hands on deck of like, this game right now, with this, with Overtime Only, with Unicycle Pizza Time and all of that, this game right now is our priority. And we solve all of the problems. And I think at this point, you know, you can also look at the sales graph. Let's look at an Overtime Anomaly. The game like dies down a bit. And I think the game right now is at a good point where it doesn't need... Okay, let's do 3 months. Like you can see, this is the little spike because of the sale. But not that many people are picking it up anymore. And that also means that like there's less support. I think the game is basically done. If, like I said, we have the... Let me pull up my Discord again. We have like this thing. If there's an error that shows up, we still look at it. If we need to push an update, we push the update. I think we pushed like a small one for Overtime Anomaly a few weeks ago. But it's not really a big load at all. If I go to all, view all, yeah. Like latest update was May 11th. Yeah, this was our own update, push thing. Like tiny hotfixes of like an achievement was not easily obtainable, for example, so we increased that. And things like that. A werewolf, but it seems like you try to do your own stuff. If someone just steals all good ideas, it can be faster, right? What does that mean? I don't know. Still gutted that Guild Architect was cancelled. Oh, there is another game that is basically that. God, I think I can find it actually. I once sent it to William. And it's coming out soon, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Just look up Guild Architect, I'll probably find it. No. William, do you know the game I was talking about? I can't seem to find it anymore. Or was it maybe in one of our generals? Who knows? I'm gonna see if I can pick it up. It's a 2D version, basically, but it had that exact same concept. Yeah, I found it. It's called Adventurers Guild. If you are looking for... It's not out yet. But this one is basically a 2D version, exactly what we envisioned of Guild Architect. With that deep focus and things like that. And it does look a lot better as well. Yeah. Not in game. The little demo of the guy pushing a cart up a hill, it just wasn't fun. I couldn't get it fun, and I couldn't imagine making the game fun or like marketing the game successfully, kind of, is what it boiled down to. And if I can't imagine that right at the point where game development is still the most filled with hopium, like I'm starting development on my new game, then it feels like a bad move to keep working on something that from day one is already like, no, this is not going to be it. So that's kind of what it came down to there. How did this become bookmarks? I don't want the key mailer. Please go away. So yeah, I think a lot of the crashes that we get, honestly, are also not related to like our problems, basically. It's like Unity engine or like KI user exception dispatcher. This is just, I don't know, like graphics card crashes and things like that. This one I think was one from our own, but a lot of the crashes, like if we go a bit older, it's like what do you do when your graphics device D3D 11 base draw quad crashes? Nothing. You just tell the guy, hey, have you tried updating your drivers or whatever? Like, what is this exception? I look at this and I'm like, don't draw quads, bro. I don't know how it works, bro. Oh, yo, Florian. Date range. Did we lose it? Oh, too bad. Like after a while, it removes the old crashes. But some of them we can fix. Lost occurrence 34 minutes ago. Huh. Yeah. I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah, have you not tried not doing whatever you're doing? Oh, bundle is showing up now. Let's go. Kyoto anomaly. Let's take another look-sees. Yes, we got the anomaly hunter's bundle. Perfect. Unicycle made cafe when there's a unicycle pizza time reference, a pretty in-your-face one in Kyoto anomaly. I don't know how I feel about it. There's definitely that idea of, do we want to like put in like little cross references to our other game? I have mixed feelings about it. There was supposed to be an overtime anomaly reference as well, but I just didn't feel like it fit the rest of the world, basically. So we kind of left it out. I think overall, we don't have an audience that's like diehard dedicated enough for our games, I mean, not you guys, to make those like little anomalies referencing to Forge Industry or to Gildark, not Gildark, oh my god. Overtime anomaly or whatever, make it make sense, basically, for the regular player. Just, yeah. Anyways, guys, rapid fire me some final questions if you want, because then I still have to go and back for my flight in 12 hours. Do all anomalies have an equal chance of happenings? They all have an equal chance, except if you only have 3 anomalies missing. Then, like for the compendium, because there's like an achievement, then they will be guaranteed to be the next anomalies, basically. And that's it. Do you salt your pasta water? Of course I do, and I put olive oil in the pasta water as well while I boil it. How much do you expect a Kyoto anomaly to gross 1 month in? Rohan, you're a Patreon, right? Check the video that came out 1.5 hours ago. I go more in depth about it in there. So yeah. Why didn't you stay at your old job? Because I was miserable at it, and at this point I would have been fired because they laid off the entire Belgium division. What's your favorite? Okay, rapid fires are indeed here. Opfate, I'm 25. No, I'm 24. Not 25 yet. Favorite food in Japan? Oof. There's this grandmother, but only at this specific little grandma's place, who converted her living room into a restaurant, and she serves some really good okonomiyaki. William knows what I'm talking about. So does Thomas. Yeah. I think that would be one of my main answers, but I also like... oh no, I like unagi as well, like the eel. William knows the place I'm talking about. Will you do a video of how much the game made like previous games? I will. Probably going to come out in like 2 or 3 weeks. Probably like 3 weeks more. But it's going to come out. And then I'll talk a bit more, once again, about the main things that I have learned from this. So yeah. Probably it's going to be a week or something, maybe a little bit more of no live streams, because I'm going to be moving and I'm not having a desk right now. But after that, I'll be back. I'll be back in action. We'll keep playing your guys' shitty games, and we'll go from there. Revolver Over, are you a cat cafe or a dog cafe person? Can I say mate cafe as an alternative? Anyways, thanks for watching on that bombshell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!